bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la Esperanza vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. And today I am shuffling with joy at the Bridge Expo. I gotta get comfy because, yeah, that's better. Can you still hear me? Yeah? Okay. Let's pull our 10-card Celtic Cross reading for the 21st of October 2025. I might actually have to I'm trying to not get these kids in the scene. Like, I don't want their, if you have, actually this is fine. I could do it like this where it's just me. I just don't want, there's people that I don't know running around, and I can't have strangers in the video, but I just wanted to be outside. It's so pretty out. And I've been inside for a couple of days at this conference that's been wonderful. Oh, Six of Cups jumped. Nostalgic feelings of childhood. This is a really good card for childhood, to be honest. The cups are an innocence. The cups are full of white lilies, which represent an innocent emotional exchange of cousins, brothers, sisters, but it can also be friends. It can also be somebody that you're in a relationship with romantically. But Six of Cups is just a really good, balanced emotional exchange. Speaking of Libra energy, what is Libra energy, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Libra energy is the energy of, it goes the opposite energy, the dynamic is Aries. So what's Aries? I'm a baby, I have needs, I'm impatient sometimes. I need what I need right now. I need to take care of my physical vessel. I'm Mars ruled. On the opposite side in the zodiac, we have Libra, which is ruled by Venus. Venus is love, beauty, money, comfort, wholeness, sensuality, self-care, love for others, romantic and platonic. Okay? So Six of Cups is going to flavor our reading, and I'll pull the 10-card Celtic Cross now. Thank you so much for being here. Yay! Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. And I've had such a good time at this expo. And thank you so much to Bo and everybody who has coordinated this really awesome journey with me, Thank you. All right, here we go. All right, Libra New Moon, thanks for being here. This is us, our challenge, near past, near future, our conscious awareness, our subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do other people see us? What are our hopes and fears? And what's the likely outcome? Let's see how I do. I'm gonna have to use something because it's a little bit windy. Who are we? New Moon in Libra. Knight of Cups. This is a great emotional offer. This is romance. This is someone coming in nice and slow and steady. I literally can't raise my voice right now. I've been talking so much the past couple of days, and especially last night when we were dancing. When you're dancing, the music's super loud and you're talking over it. So I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I'll try to edit the sound. It's fine. But I like it when there's ambient. Who doesn't like the sound of kids, being happy? That's a great sound. So who cares? But Knight of Cups is a romantic energy, that's carrying energy. That is the person that's coming in with the love, who's coming in with the offer, who's steady emotionally. They're not spilling their cup, even though they might be drinking and driving. Just kidding. But this is a message of care, right? Because with this Mercury symbolism there, right? Hermes, the winged messenger, we can kind of expect messages of love and care to maybe come in, and for people to just show genuine care towards us. So that's wonderful. Our challenge is the Six of Wands. which is hardly a challenge. This is a victorious energy. This is an energy of having support from your community. So as a challenge, you might be challenged to stand victorious, to accept upliftment from your community, even if somebody in the back is giving you the side eye or whatever, or they're envious, or they have that envy or whatever. Ooh, this would look really good on my throat chakra, right? Dude. But yeah, if someone's envious of you in the background, you can still get support from your community, but it might be a little bit of a challenge to overcome some of those kind of peanut gallery voices, or kind of, because the 6 of Wands comes right before the 7 of Wands, and that 6 is the people kind of below you. Like, each person has something to say about how you're going to accept and defend your space in time, right? So the 6 of Wands were victorious, but as a challenge card, 6 of Wands is just going to ask us to make sure to stand in our sovereign truth and to be victorious on our white horse, on our steed coming in. You know, this emotional gift, right, is just being challenged by our sense of pride, or our sense of being able to go into battle and come back victorious. Maybe we have had a couple of losses recently, and it might have shook our confidence some. So when people come into our lives and show us genuine love and genuine care, right? With this 6 of Wands, we might have had a couple of losses. So it could be challenging for us to accept that emotional gift, okay? Or message. With the 8 of Pentacles reversed in the near past, we might really, really, really be reconsidering how we manage our day-to-day work. Pentacles is pretty much these days, in this day and age, it's money. Symbolically, they're seeds. Pentacles are the seeds that get planted in the field that the Knight of Pentacles has sown, okay? And pentacles are how we feed our face. Why do we go to work? So that we have money so we can eat. We earn our bread. We bring home the bacon, right? So this is what we do day to day. 6th house matters. What do we do day to day? What are our habits, and how does that stack up so that we have money to do what we need to do in life? And the more that we work, the more that we just show up and do the thing, the more it's gonna stack, okay? With the 8 of Pentacles reversed in the near past, we may be reconsidering the ways in which we work. We might be reconsidering the systems and the established craft. I mean, we've already established our craft, but we may be reworking the way that we do the day-to-day. We might be switching jobs entirely. 8 of Pentacles reverse shows up a lot in readings with my clients. I mean, I'm just reading for the moon, man. And it's for entertainment purposes only. But, yeah, man, a lot of times when someone's in a reading and they get 8 of Pentacles reversed, especially with like a 4 of Wands reversed or something, there might be a change of job and a change of location. So that might have been something that we were meditating on in the near past. In the near future, Page of Wands. So this is someone who is considering how they work with their own vitality, how they work with their own life force energy. Wands are fire. How do I use my fire appropriately so that I'm not just like spilling seed all over the place, you know, type energy? Because we can see what that Palo looks like, right? So that can be a very literal interpretation of this energy. This is hot. This is quick. But the page doesn't necessarily know how to wield that energy yet. This is similar to like teenage energy, or somebody who's just like coming into themselves in an autonomous, sovereign way, particularly in their root chakra and their sacral chakra and their solar plexus chakra. The first 3 chakras is the Page of Wands, getting a hold, getting a handle. Wands or pages are usually like getting a handle on something. They're feeling something out. They're learning how to handle their fire. All right. So in the near future, you know, somebody might be coming into our lives, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, someone with a lot of youthful energy, someone who could be younger than us, actually. I just met a Sagittarius who is like 6 months younger than me. And yeah, like I have a feeling that they'll be in my life from now into the future. Pages can be new start energy, right? So if you make a new friend but in any case, if we know somebody that has a lot of fire in their chart, they could become a primary focus during this new moon and into the near future. Conscious awareness, King of Pentacles reversed. So this is like the sugar daddy energy gone wrong. This is somebody who believes that people, places, and things can be... Maybe this is a misuse of... here we have somebody who's so stable and so comfortable in and of themselves that they can be fatherly without being controlling, without micromanaging, without needing to exert their Saturn all over the effing place so that people who have air can't breathe, literally. King of Pentacles reverse is going to be somebody like more on that side, you know what I mean? Like somebody who, they might be stable, but they also might be so like nervous about keeping their stability that the coin actually slips through their fingers, like when you go to grasp sand and it just slips through your fingers. We have to recognize, well, we don't have to, but if you want to, you can recognize that in this lifetime, in this skin, and in this earth, there's a lot of space between molecules. There's a lot of space. We don't give space enough credit, and like nothing is solid. You know what I mean? We need structure, we need our bones, we need Saturn, but we don't need Saturn pushing on us constantly, you know? And with the King of Pentacles reversed, this is somebody that maybe isn't taking care of their coin or taking care of their fatherhood energy in a way that's constructive. You know what I'm saying? So this can be in our conscious awareness. In our subconscious awareness, the Five of Wands, this is playful energy, but it's not very constructive. Speaking of being constructive, the Five of Wands energy is just like kind of play, you know, people play fighting or taking their wands and batting them against each other, but they're not really building the teepee, they're not really building the star, the pentacle, like whatever they're, you know, if you put those 5 sticks together and make a star, then guess what, you're gonna have a pentacle, aren't you? And when your pentacles stack, then you can save and reinvest in yourself, can't you? But if you're just waving your wand all over, if this Page of Wands decides to get together with their homies and just like wield their wands all over the place, it might not be terribly constructive. But in our subconscious energy, we are dealing with just a little bit of playful discord. 5th house, you know, okay, so zodiac signs don't rule houses, but some people say that Leo fire energy rules over the 5th house because Leo represents like children and play and family and pride. But with 5 youngsters all just running amok, and there's not like, they're just having fun. They're not like doing anything constructive, but they're just having fun. And this is our subconscious energy. But I mean, if you are an adult, or if you do want to build anything, like you got to cooperate at some point with others around you. You can't just like keep playing with people and think that you're going to be able to build something. Like you learn through play, but you also learn through cooperation. So in our subconscious energy, that might be something that we don't even realize that we need to deal with. Like some of us don't even realize that we're not cooperating. Like we feel like we are cooperating. Like we feel like we are so available and easy to work with. But I don't know, it's just subconscious energy that we're invited to think about during this new moon in Libra. How do we see ourselves? Queen of Cups reversed. That's Cancer energy. I usually read Queen of Cups as Cancer energy. Because look at her cup. It has the crab pinchers. And she's like kind of on the seashore. Kind of like how crabs do. Like in between the sand and the sea sits she, the Queen of Cups. And Queen of Cups is a great mother figure. Queen of Cups is so nurturing. She is so protective of her people and her children and her own emotional energy. She protects her peace. Queen of Cups reverse runs into some of this codependent energy. The kind of like, how dare you energy. After I've done so much for you, energy. This can also mean that the Queen of Cups is a little bit drained. If this is how we see ourselves, maybe we have not had good boundaries for our emotional output. For me, when I'm in huge groups of people, even if it's like awesome energy and I love everyone so much, it still exhausts me, man. Like, I need a lot of time to myself to like recharge my personal battery. I just get tired like around a lot of people. These days, everybody has a cell phone. Those are all vibing. Not to mention like whatever we're going through on this rock hurtling through space, right? So Queen of Cups reversed is an invitation for us to take a bath. First of all, take a bath, take a lot of showers. Use that water energy to replenish yourself instead of having your water energy leak out of you. Okay? Does that make sense? In our environment, or how do other people see us, we get the sun reversed. So this is again like an invitation to give to our ego, to give to our playful side, to give to our child inside, or our real children if we have real children, The sun card is happy, Leo energy. Oh, in our environment, the sun card reversed could mean that there's a very deep, like, Leo figure. Hello. Like perhaps a king of Leos, perhaps the Leo king. And maybe they need some extra support right now. With the sun reversed, anything reversed is going to internalize, right? That's going to make me feel like I either need more support on this topic or somebody in my environment could perhaps use some support on this topic. Subscribe to High Vibe. I'm not a paid sponsor or anything. I'm just saying, a lot of people put their all into what they do. And, just like the Queen of Cups reversed, when you see the sun reversed in our environment or surrounding us or how people see us, maybe we need to have a little more fun. Maybe we need to don't worry, be happy, man. That's pretty much what that boils down to, I believe. Let's see, what is our hopes and fears? What are we clenching our teeth about? 10 of Pentacles reversed. How are we going to invest our pentacles, our 8 of Pentacles? How are we going to use our work money? How are we going to take our earnings and invest them so that we can leave a proper legacy for generations into the future? And you got to think, your bloodline. I was just learning and talking about this with somebody this weekend, and we were talking about how you carry 7 generations of literal bloodline. I mean, not to mention since the beginning of time, but just for your lineage, just for your family, just for your legacy, for your inheritance. Our hopes and fears could be that we're misinvesting our money, or that we need to rearrange the ways that we invest. And we do, because the world has changed and it keeps changing a lot faster than a lot of us old people can keep up with. And we need to stay bright. We need to stay alert. But at the same time, it helps to have a sense of humor and be playful, because that way you can readjust if you need to. You know, take a check and take a look at how your money is arranged. How did you take your Eight of Pentacles and what are you doing to invest in the future for your family, for yourself, or just for the legacy that you would like to leave for the community? Because this is a family card, but the family is sitting in the town square, so they're a major part of the community. So we always have to remember it's not just us, it's our neighbors. You know, what are we leaving behind? It doesn't have to be money. It could be just like 10th house things. 10th house, 10 of Pentacles, Capricorn, top of the chart. That has to do with how people in society see us, how we are seen in society. So are we leaving behind a legacy of integrity and sovereign wealth? That's something that we might be reconsidering, or kind of clenching our teeth about, like, ugh, I need to work on that, you know? And then our likely outcome is Three of Cups. So at the end of the day, raise your glass, have a good time. You've done hard work, you've done good work. You know, I work on a farm, so I know that growing a pumpkin takes time and effort and labor. You got to make sure it doesn't have mold and mildew on it, powdery mildew. You gotta look out for pests and like freaking raccoons and stuff. They'll like go and eat like one bite of a pumpkin and then you can't sell it or eat it, you know? So it takes a lot to get a good harvest. And the pumpkins are harvested, guess when? During Libra season. So on our Libra new moon, as the final outcome, we're going to get to raise a glass with our homies and have a toast and celebrate